Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review On the Trail for Bigfoot, Last Frontier. And this is the latest in the series of On the Trail of Bigfoot. There's been quite a few of them with small town monsters on the trail of Bigfoot, and this all started back with their initial release that Seth Breedlove, who's made all these films, went back and kind of launched. I think this is like the 5th Bigfoot one just in itself, because you have On the Trail of UFOs and a lot of other ones from Seth Breedlove and his crew. And this particular one, it's very interesting because like the beginning is like, this jumps right in. There's no like credits building up. It's just like, boom, you're dropped in. And you're out in the wilderness. This takes place in Alaska. And this particular film avoids all of like the kind of hokey and campy reenactments and stuff like that. It is kind of flat and uncinematic in the way that this film really is just people standing around talking or somebody getting interviewed about an experience that they have. And that's really it for most of the film. And that could, if you're not really invested in what they're talking about, this could become a very dull experience from like a filmmaking perspective, because it really doesn't do anything particularly interesting with the medium that it's utilizing. But I do have to say, quite a few of these interviews and these stories, they're compelling, they're interesting. I think some of the people who are telling the stories are interesting and good storytellers, and you feel invested. It's just a matter of, are you going to be interested in these stories? If you are, you could sit there and really just take it in. You could honestly not even see the screen. You could be off doing other things, just listening into this film. It kind of plays off, I guess, in that way, like a more of a podcast than really utilizing the film aspects of it. But the reason why I would still give this a positive rating is because the stories are that compelling. There's some really interesting stories, and there's one particular one early on talking about how it's like you have them in your sights and this thing gets up and it's just like still in the sights, but now it's like 3 feet taller after it gets up off its knees or something like that. And it's like standing 9-10 feet tall, and you're just like the way that these people are telling these stories is like, you're getting pulled in, and like you don't even need to see it necessarily because they're telling it in such an engaging way that you can see it. And in the end, I do think this is a series of compelling tales about encounters with Bigfoot, with Sasquatch, and I think it's worth your time, especially if you're into cryptids and you're a fan of Seth Breedlove's work leading up to this point. So give this one a try when it comes out in January. But those are my thoughts on the Trail of Bigfoot, Last Frontier. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.